In this video, I'm going to explain to you why there have been no useful food innovations. If you think about innovations and inventions over the last, let's say, 20 to 40 years, there have been massive innovations that have significantly affected the way that we live our lives with regards to technology, medicine, transport, for example. If we think about technology, the internet, smartphones, apps that connect us to each other, that connect us to businesses, that reduce the time it takes, for example, to get food delivered or to get access to taxis, these kinds of things. With regards to medicines, advancements in not only medicines, but also the technology that allows us to treat things in a more efficient manner, to improve people's quality of life, for example. And then we take for granted the increase in safety of simple things like flight, high-speed rail, car technology, for example. But when it comes to food innovation, the actual food that you put in your mouth, there have been no useful food innovations. Now, yes, granted, there have been massive innovations in food production in terms of the efficiency, transport, storage, all these things. But if you think about the actual innovations with regards to food, all you have is processed foods that's bad for you. So there have been advances in technology in how you can highly process wheat, seed oils, even foods like eggs or meat, processing them to make them cheaper, to make them easier to consume, to increase the profit margin, but none of these are actually beneficial to your health. And when it boils down to it, when you do all the research, when you look through all the hundreds of thousands of articles that are available to you, so you can find out how you can optimize your health, get lean, stay strong, develop a healthy body weight without compromising your health, it boils down to eating the same foods that you could eat 100 years ago, 150 years ago. Good quality meat, chicken, eggs, dairy, the best locally sourced vegetables if you want to, but you don't have to do that. But the best non-starchy vegetables, low levels of starchy foods and low levels of sugar. In fact, the innovations in food have increased the amount of unhealthy foods or even food-like substances that are available on the supermarket shelves. Foods that were not even available 100 years ago. So actually, the innovations have regressed our health as a Western society because they made it easier for us to consume foods that actually harm our bodies. And what you need, and that's how you need to think about your health. Yes, use technology to help you to be productive, to allow you to fit in your workouts, allow you to plan your meals, allow you to access different ways of flavoring your foods, to increase the variety of foods that you can have access to. Obviously, with the increase in globalized economy, you can have access to foods that you wouldn't have 50 years ago, for example. But it still boils down to it, still only selecting the best foods that are not processed, that are not innovative, is going to get you to your health goals. Now, the one exception to this statement, obviously, is with people who have, and it's a very small percentage of people who have difficulty absorbing foods. People who have gut health problems. I'm talking about severe gut health problems that require medical intervention. People who are in hospital after major surgery, for example. Yes, there have been advancements in the way you can consume certain proteins, fatty acids, micronutrients, for example. But the idea that these things are useful for the general population, for most people who want to consume the best foods that are going to nourish them, is incorrect. The only food innovations that we have are foods that are more processed. And then in the last 10 years or so, we've seen this taken to another level with plant-based or vegan foods that are even more processed, and we're experimenting again. And having learned nothing from the 20th century, we're experimenting again in the 21st century with more fake foods that we think are healthy for us. At the end of the day, it's the simple solutions that will provide you the best and most efficient route to optimal health. So let me know what you think about that. Maybe disagree with me that there have been some good innovations in regards to food. I don't think there have been. I think basics are going to get you the best route to success. Drop any comments below and I'll see you on the next video.